Good evening, even coffee. Um, so, synchrotron energy. We take vacuum tubes, diodes. We set the diode up, and diode is basically just an electrical charge, and it usually jumps from basically cut an electric wire, create two plates, and make it charge, build until it can jump to the other side. Okay. Well, now we use magnets, still in an electric tube, in a vacuum tube. I don't want air because it just ionizes the oxygen and helium and stuff along the way. So you want vacuum tube. And what happens is it jumps out, and then we hit it with a magnet, and we pull it into a big tube filled with magnets to control it. Okay? So it goes around in this big loop. And we just spin it around in this loop and build it and build it and build it. And we get this major electrical lightning bolt in a bottle. I call it lightning in a bottle. And it's literally what it is. It's a lightning going around the loop. Controlled by magnets, north and south pole. And we set it up at certain lengths along the way to create positive and negative, to create a zigzag. Set up a frequency to generate certain electrical radiation, like X-rays and stuff like that. And in the tech world, we're not even playing. They're not playing games. The tech world is 100 years ahead of mainstream science. 100 years easy. And the stuff they teach in schools today, even to children today, is so far off. It's I don't know why they do it. They just... So anyways, you take that knowledge, okay, where you are taking positive and negative charged dipole batteries, magnets. We're taking dipole magnets, positive and negative, depending on their spin, and pushing electrical fields through the air. Well, not air, but through the vacuum. All right? And we can make long chains of these magnets going through the vacuum to send it where we want, to set up the frequency that we want, to control how much it builds or thins out, etc., and all without frying out your wires. Now, here's the thing. You take that down to scale, and that's exactly what's going on in the atoms. All right, the molecular structure of a wire is literally taking positive and negative polarity on the ends of the atoms, the dipole atoms, and it bounces them around. Now, with the atoms, sometimes it goes into the atom, and that's where you change your molecular structure. Okay, it is basically forward momentum to an atom. Think about a rotation. All right, you got to spin up, and then coming back the other way, you got to spin down. Okay, but it's two different fields. And this is how we get the constant AC current, push and pull, north-south pole, north pole, not south pole. And that constant changing magnetic field is what we call AC current. It's all repetitious. It's all the same thing done over and over and over again at every single scale and every single size. Whether you're talking about the magnetic field of a galaxy, the magnetic field of a star, the magnetic field of a planet, the magnetic field of an atom, the magnetic field of your computer devices. It's all the same thing. It's just done over and over and over again. Understanding it at an atomic level has helped. Molecular structure is top-notch already. Like I said, we're 100 years ahead of mainstream science. Even most schools, most colleges are teaching, 100 years ago. We get into the tech world. You're at graduate schools. They start telling you really what's going on. Why don't they teach you that from when you were a kid? Why do they insist on lying to everybody? You're like, okay, it's simpler. People are stupid. No, that's not what people are. You've been lying to them for 120 years. People aren't stupid. You made them stupid. Sorry, this is turning into a bitch session again. Listen, I love y'all. Bear with me, man. I'm trying to be patient with the scientific world that is intentionally twisting everything around so that nobody understands anything until you finish grad school. I mean, we'll talk about the basic understanding of things. All right, love y'all.